Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is March the 23rd, 2024, and we are in Stylesville, which is a community just north of Moncton, just outside the city limits. You can see the Stylesville Church right there, and we are doing a typical Eastern Canadian thing today. We are going into the maple sugar woods. So for about 5 weeks of the year, when the conditions are just perfect, when it's cold at night, but warmer during the day, the maple syrup runs in the maple trees, and so they tap the trees, they collect all the maple syrup, and they boil it down and create all these lovely maple products. So we're going to come in and go to the pancake breakfast that's in here. We'll also show you the different types of ways that you can collect the sap that's coming out. One is the tube fashion, which is the new way to do it, and the old way was the buckets. So let's show you along the way. Maple syrup runs through all these hoses. You can see the trees are tapped. In the olden days, and we probably will show you a few, you would have had a tap and a spigot and a bucket below. Now they run through all these wires, tubes throughout the forest. And when the moose walk through the forest, they walk right through all these tubes. Hard to see sometimes through here, but they are everywhere through here. And we'll show you some of the process. Here you'll find one of the sugar shacks in the woods. This is the Renton Brothers, who do maple products, and they sell maple cream butter, hard candy, and birch bark taffy on the snow. Maple cotton candy, that's something new. You can see they're open. They've got the happy face, and the sap is being boiled off. You can even see some of the older buckets here too. So it would go from being tapped, and then it would sink into the buckets. Not an active one. Let's have a look. Here you can see the new lines in the background, and then the old taps here. And we look close enough, you can see the sap dripping off the tap. It's moving slowly right now, but there's an accumulation in the bottom of the bucket that they'll go and take and boil off. And it takes a lot of buckets to make just a little bit of maple syrup, but you can see all the cans on all the trees. This particular farm is doing it the other way. You can see them emptying the buckets. How many big containers like that does it take to make just a little bit of maple syrup?
Well, it takes 40 of those to make one of maple syrup.
40.
At least.
Oh, really?
How sweet it is. Could take 100. It's somewhere between 40 and 100 to 1.
Wow.
That's amazing.
They're saying we have this our first gathering. Some of them are saying it's not that sweet this year.
Oh, okay.
So it could only be 1%. That's 100 to 1.
It's a lot of work then to do all these by hand.
A lot of carrying.
Yeah. Empty all the buckets into here. You can see them gathering all manually. You can see how they've offloaded into the hopper for them to boil it off. Every weekend during the spring, they have a big pancake breakfast here at the Traits Maple Farm. And they have a store here, and then they pour maple syrup onto the snow, and you can roll it with a popsicle stick and eat fresh candy. And there you can see they're working away in that shed there, making more maple syrup.
Want a bag for that? Have a good day. Okay.
Packs fresh snow down and then pours maple syrup on it. And then the kids get to roll it with their sticks. Creates a taffy almost instantaneously.
What do you say?
I hope you enjoyed our trip to the Maple Sugar Woods. You got to see a little bit of the new process, the old process, our pancake breakfast, which is all you can eat. I managed 7 pancakes, maple baked beans, couple sausages, and juice, and now quite full. So for another season, we are done. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?